Hi, so now we'll figure out how to kind of fill out each one of these cells. And of course, we don't want to go through every cell. Now, one of the nice functions in Excel, of the nice utilities is if you put in a formula for one specific cell, you can actually drag this formula all the way down and fills out the rest of the cells in that column. It'll make a lot of sense once we see a few examples. So the mortgage payment for the first year, and this is a yearly mortgage payment, will be the monthly payment multiplied by 12. Okay, so that's G2 multiplied by 12. And that's what we have here, right? So now what we could do is kind of take this. So let me first erase all of these numbers. So I'm first highlighting them. And then I'll say File, or let's see, Edit, Clear. All right, so if I wanted to fill the rest of this, I could pull on this edge and it would fill numbers in. Now, notice the numbers are all over the place, but let's see what that did. So the first one's formula is G2 multiplied by 12. The next cell's formula became G3 multiplied by 12. The one after became G4 multiplied by 12, G5 multiplied by 12. So this could have been useful, but the difference here is I do not want the number G2 to change as I pull it down. So this is what Excel does in general. Every time you pull one cell's formula downwards, it changes the number by the column, all right? By the row you're in. So if you want to tell Excel not to do that, not to change the variable by the row, what you want to do is put a dollar sign in front of each one of the letters of that cell. So instead of calling it G2, I'm saying $G$2 multiplied by 12, which is basically telling Excel, do not change the number G2 for the cell reference G2 as I drag you down, as I drag the formula down. So now let's see what happens if I drag this formula down. Look, I got the answer that I wanted. Let's check the second cell. Well, it's G2 multiplied by 12. Next one, G2 multiplied by 12. And so you could do this all the way down, and you wouldn't have to type or write the formula for each one of the cells. All right, there you go. Now let's look at inflation-tied costs. Whoa, this is a very long one, isn't it? But let's think about it. So their mortgage payment has nothing to do with inflation. You get a loan, and you pay the same amount every month, irrespective of what happens to inflation. But the other things we can assume will change with inflation, okay? So let's see, what are some of those costs I wrote? So I wrote C9, which is, let's see, C9 is tax on property. Well, that's an annual cost, right? Then we have C10 times 12. So C10 is association fee per month, okay? So if we have to pay the association fee 12 months, well, that's that. Then we also have C12, which is insurance, annual insurance. Well, that makes sense. And then we have 11 minus C18, which is 11 minus C18. Where is C18? Here is C18. Rentless month. Okay. So that is the number of months that I will have to pay C15, which is monthly fee to the association, to the management company. Plus C14 times C11, which is expected rent, times 11 months, because one of the months I'm not, or C14 times C11, so, okay, so the management company, this is the number of months I pay 1,600, right? So C14 times C11. And C19 is basically annual cost of repair, all right? And I take all of this and I multiply it by 1 plus C20, which is inflation, raised to the power of E10 minus 1, where E10 is the year minus 1. So the first year, the inflation will be 1 plus whatever the amount is, and then every year it will be raised to a higher power. We'll talk about it in the next video.